Okay guys, back for another cast on the druid. So, I'm about to leave an old friend behind. Understood like this quest, Helcular's Revenge. I just looked up on my channel. I actually did the first and this is the second part of the quest really. But I did the first and second part until, unless the part that I want to do now, back in episode 69. I'm gonna put. I think it was 69, but I'm gonna leave a notice or a link in the description of this video, so you can see the first two parts if you want to. The sound is awful, but you can turn it up, and it's definitely hearable. Then, fortunately, I got a new microphone since then, but yeah, it's really it's just low the sound, but you can turn it up, like I said. And about my channel in general, the goal has always been to do sort of complete all or as close to possible of all quests that I can do on my characters, and it would be sort of become a Wikipedia of how you could do it, at least as a balance to it, the various quests. So you can actually search on the channel for Helcular's Revenge or just Revenge, and the episode should pop up. But that's another matter. Anyway, the reason why I haven't been doing it is actually like probably from the last at least 10 levels was because I was afraid to do it because there's a big chance that you'll get. One thing is that you're gonna get PvP flag. That's probably the minor part of it because that it's not that sort of dangerous on this server as the population's really low. But the problem is the guards, the place where you actually complete this quest down here in the South Shore. The guards are 55 elite, and they are extremely aggressive. I mean, they have like, it's insane how long, sort of, if you come as a, let's say level 30, and you sort of walk along, let's say this shoreline as a level 30, you'll be attacked from miles away. They can use whip and all kinds of crap, and you'll be in big trouble really fast. So I've seen maybe one or two guys that complete the quest, let's say around level, I don't know, mid 30. It was typically mage or rogue, but it was extremely dangerous, and it was like ice block and then reset ice block and ice block again, and it's same with the rogue, vanish, blah blah blah. So they were in trouble as well. So there's a very big chance that you'll die if you try to do this quest around this level of, say, below 40. Even way above 40. But I sort of forgot about the quest, and what I had to do, actually the quest giver is over here. I'm just going to show him. He's called Novice something. There's a little mage here that I can buff. But it's this guy, Novice Thavan, I suppose he's pronounced. The novice here will give you a quest where you first have to get a rod, this rod here, rod of Helcular, and you'll get it from, there's a cave here where there is some yetis, and you get, it's a low drop, probably like 1 or 2% or something, so you have to expect to kill quite a few of these yetis. Afterwards you go back here, turn it in, and he then wants you to charge the rod. You do that twice. There's sort of two sort of cauldron braces, something like here, where you can charge it. And up here in the mountains, in this cave, I think it's this cave up here. Yeah, it is. This is sort of Alliance PvP faction that reside here, so it's definitely not this cave. It's this cave. You can recharge the third, and then that's pretty much where I am at the quest right now. So I have recharged the rod, the 3 different places where I should, and like I said, I did that back in episode, it was 67 or 69, but I'll put it in the description when I upload this video. But then finally, and that's the difficult part, you have to charge it into Helcular's grave in South Shore. And like I said, the guards are 55 elite, there's a ton of them, and their patrols are pretty nasty, etc, etc. So I had sort of hidden the quest for, yeah, at least for now. I even had my leather worker make these boots. Nightscape boots, they will increase your effective stealth level by 1. That means that if I equip them, I will be a level 61. I don't think yeah, sure, I can wear them, but I don't think I really need them, to be honest. I think I should be fine just stealthing around there, being 5 levels above. So I'm just gonna keep my boots on for now, which is just, yeah, my very nice sandals here. Or actually, no. If there was stamina on them, they might have been of some interest. But what I have to do, the final part of the quest, or part 2 of this quest actually, is sort of stick the rod into Helcular's gravestone, and that's where things become kind of troublesome, because it's not in the center of town, but it's pretty close by. So I'm just gonna stealth. I think we got, yeah, the first of the guards here, level 55. So I can do a little testing. And at level 21 got killed in Ragefire Chasm. Too bad, bro. I don't know if he was trying to solo something, but South Shore is explored now. I'm just, as a testing go, a bit close. I'm a kitty cat. Okay, oh. I got a shock there because there was the humanoid when they get aggro, but it was the bear that he aggroed, not me. I'm just gonna go a bit close to him to see. I'm not gonna stand right on top of him, but just swarm a bit around him to see if I get aggro. The biggest problem, like I said, is usually web. That will web you, but I got various forms, so I can get out of web without too much trouble. But as you can see here, I get fairly close to him without him sort of, exposing me. So what I have to do here is charge the rod into a gravestone, and this guy is low level, no problem there. And okay, it's this one. It looks a bit like some of the others, and I just have to see. Okay, so there's actually a gravestone here where I I just saw there were sort of fresh flowers by the grave. Just gonna look, and there is no guards in the vicinity right here. In loving memory of Jesse Morales, I can imagine it's typically some kind of Blizzard employee or girlfriend or something like that that has passed away sort of way before their time usually. So it's kind of sad, but on the other hand, it's also kind of cool that they sort of honor people this way. There are other examples of this throughout the game. I actually think there's one up here. I think I'm going to show him after, up here by Don Garak. I think it's the same thing. These sort of honorable mentions. But back to the quest, guys. So this guard could be a problem because he's sort of blocking the road if I need to get away from here. But I think the other guards are sort of pretty far away from what I can see. I'm just going to check behind the tree. There's not a guard there, just to make absolutely certain. But like I said, as level 60, this is pretty, it's as safe as it can get in hardcore, you could say. So I'm just going to stick the rod in, and let's see what happens. And afterwards, I'm just going to go stealth again. So here we go. Quest completed. Just gonna mark sort of the ghost of Helcular, whatever he is. And I'm back to stealth. So the quest is now completed, and let's see what he does. This I would definitely not advise as being like around level 40 or lower. Staying in here. But it seems like if one wanted to do that as a lower level, you have to come from sort of between this guard and between the cross and the skull in here. That would be your best option. But like again, I wouldn't recommend doing this at a lower level. So Helcular here, he's just pretty much staying here, actually by this the decorated headstone. And I got 15 reputation. I believe it's with the Undercity, and I believe it's a minimum really. I read a story at some point where some paladin, maybe a level 50 paladin, he had he thought it was a rare or something when he came to South Shore, so he had attacked Helcular, and Helcular wasn't that bad, but before he got him down, Helcular had he had spawned a crazy amount of minions, so he was in big trouble as level 50, and he wouldn't recommend trying to engage him as level 44. But I think he's meant a bit as a joke. If Alliance come by, then maybe they want to, attack him, and he looks like fairly easy prey. But then he will spawn probably the whole graveyard. It would be a lovely show to see, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna happen here. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to Helcular and this quest that I've been having for a very long time. And then I'm gonna show you the other sort of honorable mention that I've noticed when I was doing some other quests here in the area. I have no idea why the developers picked Hillsbrad as the point of at least 2 honorable mentions that they did. I'm just gonna show you the other guy. So this is a bit off script, you could say, from what I wanted to show you initially. But it's up here by Dungarroch. And yeah, I'm just gonna remove this one. But this is sort of it's the only quest that I really have kept for this long, and I've had it since level start or mid 30s, something like that. But again, I'll show you the part 1 and actually the part 2 up to what I just did. There will be a link in the when I upload this video. So Dungarroch here is sort of an dwarven outpost, you could say, with some around level 30 elites, and Horde have some quests here. I don't think Alliance have any quests here, not that I know of. I saw a video once of some gnome warlock on a PvP server who was actually doing something very brilliant. He was running in back and forth, so when people were questing here, he was just dotting them up and then running into safety. Pretty smart move actually, and very annoying if you're trying to get these sort of quests done. But what I was talking about is this guy. I don't know the story about him. I just recalled, as you can see, we got flowers again, and we got in loving memory of Anthony Ray Stark. You can probably Google it, and it seems like a very early death, unfortunately, 44 years old. That's soon, that's for sure. So, in honorable mention of Mr. Ray Stark, and with the Roush here, that is sort of neutral to both factions, I'm gonna bid you fair farewell, and as usual guys, thanks for watching, and I hopefully will see you in the next episode. Take care, bye bye.